We all come to this part of our life where we always ask, why am I here? Why are we all here? What's the purpose of life? What is the purpose of existence? And that is a big question. I always say to people, I say, you can only have a goal, a purpose based on what you know. And the biggest problem is that most people, what they know is only tiny, tiny, tiny in comparison to all of the opportunities and doors that is within our existence. You see, there's very few factors. Our environment, who we grew up with, our teachers, our parents, they end up conditioning us to believe that there are only a set few options available. Some people will say the only option is to go to school, get the qualifications, and hopefully get a job, because that is within their knowing. But that doesn't mean that's your purpose. When we are seeking for purpose, sometimes we don't even know what we are asking for. Because the question is, are you asking what is your purpose in this moment? Because I don't think you'll need to ask that question, because if you're watching TV at that point, then your purpose is watching TV. If you're having a conversation, then that's your purpose. If you're at work replying an email, that's your purpose in this moment. Then people often say, no, what I mean is at the end of our life, like what is the end point? And I always say to people, I don't think that's your question either, because the end point is very apparent. At the end of physical reality, what happens? We all die. Now that, for a thought for a lot of people, is very depressing. But to understand that energy never dies. Only in the physical form it dies. So now we're coming closer to the real question. And are we asking, what is our purpose as an energy source, as a spirit? Because that as a purpose is to continue in existence, to continue evolving through existence. Where energy cannot be created nor destroyed and it can only be transferred, we are purely just transferring from one experience, existence to another. And some will say, but that's not it. I really want to know what I'm supposed to do here now in this physical lifetime. You see, it's like this. If you take a person and you put them into a room, and imagine this person just grows up in that room with the four walls around them. If you go into that room and you ask the person, you say, what is your purpose in life? What is your destination? Where do you want to go? They couldn't tell you. They could only say, well, I heard that outside of this room is pretty cool, so it'd be nice to find a door one day and get out. In the same sense, if you give a person a confinement of staying within a city, and they've grew up in that city, and they've stayed in that city all of their lifetime, all they can see, all of their knowledge is within there, they can only make a decision of their goals based on what they know. So to find your higher purpose is to, number one, find something of purpose, be of service. We will start to realize that life is purely about service, serving others. A lot of the time you'll find that contribution is one of our highest needs, right? A lot of the time when you help other people, you're even more happy than when you help yourself. Why is that so? It's because this is in our nature, it's in our DNA, it's in our soul purpose to contribute beyond ourselves. Once we are doing that, we are serving a higher purpose. But the big problem is, a lot of people, because they're stuck in the environment, they can't see outside of the box. That's why I always tell people, I say, step out. Do something you've never done before. Take that leap of faith. Take an action point that freaks you out and scares you, because when you step outside of what you know, And for sure it'll be uncomfortable. Guess what? You will see the whole entirety of existence and what is possible for you and what is possible in terms of how you can make an impact and serve beyond yourself in this lifetime.